Hi there. My name is Abby Belasco, and I wanted to welcome you to my presentation about avoiding the summer slide. I own a tutoring business called Can Do Learners. And the idea of Can Do Learners is that I believe that all kids can learn how to do hard things. Unfortunately, COVID made it really difficult for many, many people. And as we are coming out of it, lots of kids are exploring and learning and growing in lots of wonderful ways. But unfortunately, having a 10 or 12-week vacation for the summer might be causing parents and kids some worries and even some anxiety because it's a lot of time to be out of routine. So I created this presentation to tell you about some ideas that have been helpful for me as a parent and as a tutor to help families create routine during the summertime. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, come learn some more about it. This presentation is how to help the summer slide. A little bit about me. I taught elementary school for 15 years, and I became a teacher because I struggled in school for many years, and I hated feeling like I didn't know what to do and I couldn't get any help. So that is exactly why I'm here today, because I had teachers who cared about me, who spent time with me, and who believed in me. All children should have adults that believe in them. It's important for their parents to believe in them, and it's also important for other adults. I am a parent of two neurodivergent kids. I learned a lot about ADHD, sensory processing disorder, and living outside and inside of the autism spectrum. I want to share my gifts with families and help as many people as possible who might be struggling in 2025 and how to be a parent and how to do the best job you can. Before COVID, our company was called Dear Abby Tutors, and now it's called Can Do Learners. We changed the name so that we could incorporate more help with certified and licensed teachers. We have teachers who can help and support kids from pre-kindergarten all the way through high school. We work all year round to help kids learn and help them grow so that when they return to school in the summertime, after the summertime, they can be successful. So the summer slide, I did some research about it. And it's very similar to the idea of doing things for 10,000 hours, if you've ever read Malcolm Gladwell's book. When we practice things, our brain gets stronger and our body knows what to do with them. If we stop practicing and we stop reading, we stop challenging our brain, then, unfortunately, as a child, we lose a portion of those skills. Before COVID, it was thought that kids lost about 1/4 of their learning. Since COVID, it's more like 1/3. And if you have a neurotypical child, they might be just fine going to camps and having lots of fun during the summer. Unfortunately, if you're a parent whose child has anxiety, ADHD, autism spectrum disorder, any other myriad of issues that kids are having right now, by taking a break all summer long, you're really holding them back from all the skills that they can learn in school. At Can Do Learners, one of the most important things that we offer is the opportunity to find out how your student is doing. I have a wonderful tutor, and longtime friend, Dr. Leslie Hamdorf, who can evaluate your child using the Woodcock-Johnson. She is also a Orton Gillingham associate, and she is absolutely amazing at pinpointing the areas where kids need support. And unfortunately, at schools right now, we may not be getting as much information as we want because there's lack of communication and a minimal amount of time that your teacher can spend when there's 30 kids in the classroom. So the first thing I like to do is to offer evaluations for families to know, do I need to be doing work during the summer? Can we take a break? What areas is my child really struggling in? And what should we hone in on? Last fall, I heard from so many parents who said, I wish the teacher had told me that I needed to review during the summer because I would have done it. We're here at Can Do Learners to help parents do your best job and help your child, no matter what grade level they're in, no matter what their frustration level, and help them learn to love themselves and believe in themselves. The next step on our adventure for the summer, I called it Choose Your Own Adventure. There are so many different opportunities for kids to be doing things during the summer beyond using their screens and playing video games all summer. I love, one of the first things I enjoy is that the libraries offer a reading program with rewards. Kids just go in, sign up, get a packet, and start reading. And it is, when you find a good book, that is such a magical thing for a child. And the Denver Public Libraries offer those resources all over the city. The next thing I recommend, and it's something I used to do a long time ago, is have a summer journal. Summer journals can be used for drawing and then writing down things that you've done during the day. If you have a first or second grader, they can write 1 or 2 sentences about what happened during the day. You can also use it as a jumping off point for writing letters. It's so important for kids to be able to write clearly so that we can read it. But unfortunately, it's no longer a standard in schools to practice handwriting. So that is something that I specialize in, and I love helping kids improve their handwriting. I've worked with kids in high school and middle school because there's lots of notes that need to be taken, and kids need to have those executive functioning skills in order to remember what is going on. So, a summer journal could be a really easy, simple thing to get started. You can write back and forth with your child if you like, but I definitely recommend having a journal where you write down the wonderful things that are going on. Part 3 on my adventure here is tutoring with a Can Do Learner tutor. I work very hard to find teachers who are excited, motivated, engaging, and who actually love working with kids. And when a teacher and a child connect, it is magical because the child will try things that are difficult. They will challenge themselves. And then they're constantly looking for that positive feedback to understand what they did well and what they need help in. So that is one of my big challenges, is matching children's needs to find the right tutor. Sometimes it works, and sometimes we need to try a different person. So at Can Do Learners, if parents want to change to a different person or try someone else, and we have somebody available, that is totally an option. Now, if you have a child who might have dyslexia, that Woodcock-Johnson assessment is a great one for you to look at and talk to Leslie about. We have several Orton Gillingham trained teachers who love helping kids learn how to read. And if you want to talk more about that, I'm all ears. I'm available for individual conversations to find out more about what we can offer your kids. The next thing, number 5, is the idea of having a battle of the books in your family. Why not make it a summer challenge that everyone in the family reads? After dinner is a great time for reading time, for families to join together, reading their own books, breaking apart into twos, but spending time reading. And I spoke with another mom who told me that they tried to do a battle of the books at home and they organized it, and it was very motivating for their family. The last thing that I've seen on lots of Pinterest boards is creating a large summer to-do list. When we're getting ready for summer and there's things that your kids want to do, whether it's go to Water World, visit the zoo, go visit relatives, go on a camping trip, we add all those things to the summer to-do list and we make them as goals, and then kids can achieve them and schedule them. But if we don't put them down somewhere, sometimes we forget them. So that's why a calendar is also really, really helpful for making sure we get all those things done and for building those executive functioning tasks that so many students are sometimes lacking. So these are all different options for families to do during the summer. You can choose one, you can choose a few of them, but they're just ideas to help you organize the unstructured time that is coming up very, very shortly. At Can Do Learners, we're going to be offering several intensives where a group of kids can meet with the same adult multiple times in a week to work on math skills, writing skills, phonics. We're going to do a program in August to help some SAT and ACT students prepare. And I'm going to also offer some handwriting time because there's so many kids who are struggling with their handwriting and they look at their paper and they say, I can't read it. It would be wonderful to return to school and be able to read your writing. This is a great time for this. So I'm really appreciative for the Central Park community because I have so many wonderful families that we work with. If you see me somewhere, please pull me aside and introduce yourself. My goal is to help as many students as possible and to support families right where they are in 2025. There's a lot of things going on right now, and focusing in on the summertime with your kids, building their confidence, and creating lasting memories is a wonderful way to spend your summer. Even though everything else may be crazy, your kids are going to remember the time that they spent with you and the things that they did with you, whether it's reading a book or going camping or organizing a lemonade stand. That is how summer memories are made. Thank you so much. Please be in touch.